ऑल राइट, नमस्ते श्रीदेवी, रूही जी, आपका बेहद दिल से स्वागत है। और हम आपसे जानेंगे इस एपिसोड में बहुत सारे गुर मंत्र, जिसे हम बोलते हैं कि कैसे हम लोग सुरक्षित वापस ऑफिस आ सके और कैसे हम लोग अपने घर से काम को जारी रख सके विद प्रोडक्टिविटी। तो आपका बेहद दिल से स्वागत है इस पॉडकास्ट सीरीज में, जिसका नाम है सुरक्षित ऑफिस वापसी। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वैल्यूएबल टाइम एंड लवली प्रेजेंस ऑन दिस शो। थैंक यू।
Thank you for having me here. Looking forward, Diksha, to talk to you and then many others. Yeah.
Thank you, Roogi. चलिए, फर्स्ट प्रश्न की अभी की स्थिति हमारे देश में क्या है when we talk about corporate and organization level. So आपके नजरिए में क्या है? क्या एम्प्लॉइज आजकल जूझ रहे हैं अपने पोस्ट कोविड, पोस्ट वैक्सीनेशन टाइम में, और कैसे हमारी दिनचर्या हो रही है? Over to you, Roogi.
All right, that's one of the primary agenda for today. Maybe corporate, maybe individuals, startups. क्योंकि क्या हो रहा है कि everybody के दिमाग में चल रहा है, मैं घर से काम करूं या ना करूं. Is it safe enough for me to get back to office premises? तो वो तो है ही. There is people are in a fix, but the real problem today is what are you missing working from home, right? Those are the few things which I probably want to highlight here. Is the ergonomics which we talk in terms of your structure, your office space versus home space. Sometimes you take the leniency of, okay, just lie down and get your work done and sit in front of your couch in front of the TV and just get your work done. While in office, you would have probably used the right structure and then be able to get things done. What you also miss working from home is, those conversations with your colleagues, the engagement, the synergy effect. वो तो नहीं हो पाएगा घर पे बैठ के, and then you're actually confined to a room like a den through the day, and you end up working more than 9 hours than so you would have done working from office. Those are a few things I think people are juggling, and especially women, professionals. I am sure, I would bet everybody would want to get back to work because घर पे in-laws रहते हैं, घर पे husband रहते हैं, बच्चे रहते हैं, उनको खाना पकाना, and then sitting with बच्चे लोग for their online classes. I mean, it's just an option and opportunity for all of us to go out there to explore more.
Well said, Roogi. I think घर में काफी अच्छा माहौल है, but कुछ distractions भी है जो, और working women के लिए I completely high five. I support, right? I completely support. This happens. All right, Roogi. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. हम आपसे जानते हैं कि क्या आपको लगता है कि इस particular, काफी लोग घर से काम कर रहे हैं, काफी लोग ऑफिस भी आ रहे हैं 10-20 if organization allow them, and a lot of people have got vaccination as well. So what do you think is the right policy and procedures if any organization should adapt और वो सीख सके, तो किस प्रकार की policy procedures होने चाहिए? Over to you, Roogi.
All right, cool. That's one of the, again, an ongoing research, right? There are several companies doing so many researches connecting with several corporates. There's one such called Answer Report related to, getting back to office. And most companies are looking for a hybrid model. Now, how is the procedure and the policy taken care of? They are looking at employees who are vaccinated with first shot, second jab, and things like that. And they are wanting to make sure that things in office and the facility setup looks like such that you're entering an augmented reality office space without touching any equipments, right? You have the mobile access, sensor door opening, and you have applications on your system to let you know which desk you are assigned or you choose to sit in. Is it being disinfectant application? And then your keyboards are being used, how long it's been used. Every detailed report comes to us sitting wherever we are. And that kind of gives us leeway as an HR to see how we can set policies for employees to come in the office and make the best use of office premises, purely from a synergy effect, purely from a productivity increase and things like that. So from a policy procedure, if I were to specifically talk, is one, people are talking about hybrid model where, companies can decide team specific which days during the week they come through, and then be sure of vocally talking about your health, right? Gone are the days you ask for sick leave and your manager is really thinking, "Arey, isko jhuta wota hoga, sick leave apply kar raha hoga," and all that. But now that's the utmost expectations that, okay, you're having the slightest of symptoms, just be vocal about it and inform your colleagues and your hiring manager or reporting manager. Then followed by just be able to understand and balance, in terms of which part of the day suits you best, so that you don't travel as much as you want to, spend more time sitting at home. These are three aspects post-COVID where employers are trying to understand how they can bring in their employees to ensure that we have a long relationship between the corporates and the employees from an employee engagement standpoint.
True, absolutely. Policy and procedure के साथ साथ रूगी जी आपने हमें टेक्नोलॉजीज के बारे में बता दिया कि सेंसर बेस्ड होने चाहिए, दूर दूर वाला होना चाहिए, कोई प्रणाली जिससे हमें टच ना करना पड़े, जैसे हम लोग सैटेलाइट सिस्टम यूज करते हैं, सिमिलर दूर की प्रणाली हो तो ज्यादा बेस्ट हो, और हमें घर बैठे ही सारे रिपोर्ट्स मिल जाए, रिपोर्ट्स के निर्धारित पे हम उसके बेसिस पे हम कोई पॉलिसी प्रोसीजर बना सकते हैं. वंडरफुल सर. आई थिंक आपने हमें ये जरूर बताया कि डेटा को कैसे उठाया जाए ताकि हम फैक्ट्स और फिगर्स हमारे एम्प्लॉयज के लिए बना. वेरी वेरी ब्यूटीफुली सेड रूगी जी. चलिए, ग्रेट ग्रेट. अब हमें बताइए कि आपके नजरिए में एज अ लीडर आपको डेटा पता है, आपको ये पता है कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है हमारे लोगों के लिए, तो आपको क्या लगता है व्हाट इज द फ्यूचर ऑफ वर्क? आप कैसे देखते हो फ्यूचर ऑफ वर्क को, और कितने टाइम तक कुछ चीज रह सकती है? अगर आप हमें टाइमलाइन भी दे पाए, just a hypothetical situations that will really help us. Over to you, Roogi.
This is like an ongoing absolute question to every HR and facilities folks, because things are not in our control. Things are not something which we can kind of predict. As we thought post first wave, things were settling in, and just that employees were thinking, okay, let me try to get back to Bangalore or Hyderabad or Delhi to their core work location. Then post two, as in the wave two hit us and we realize, okay, hold on, this is not the time. So this is an ongoing question. However, what I've read of a lot of companies are wanting to open up their offices post-September. So September, October, we will see a lot of companies opening up, provided we're not hit by wave 3 as much. Hopefully by then people are jabbed, they're all comfortable, they've built in their antibodies and things like that. So that's one part of the question where, what does it look like? And there are companies we're also talking about up to December, you stay home, you continue what you're doing, we will continue to support you as an employer and leaders. Let's see what happens in December and then take a call. So there are two sort of bifurcation currently, like September, October timeframe, there's January, February timeframe. But quite honestly, there's nothing like a conclusion from an industry standpoint, because we're not aware of how things going to come up from an healthcare standpoint, right? In terms of how does this look like from a post-vaccination, from a third wave anticipation and things like that. So that's kind of a dilemma, but there are companies who actually feel they want to open up for all good reasons, probably, which I kind of mentioned earlier as a problem statement, is the synergy. You're learning from your colleagues in the environment. You're actually stepping out to build that immunity power. The small sutta breaks or chai breaks will help you as a stress buster versus staying home. So folks are in dilemma. I know there's a Gen Z, we're talking, they're wanting to work from anywhere option. Apple, Googles of the world kind of set the trend saying you work from anywhere, but they are going back to their drawing board to see for the compensation we are making and the location they're choosing to stay, does this align to what we want to do as a company, as a corporate, because they are mostly like a trend setters for us, for most other companies in the industry.
Well said. I appreciate your honest thoughts, and I appreciate when you mentioned, we companies are the trendsetters, and we have to look forward. It's not in our hand. We don't know what's happening after vaccination and post third wave. I'm not sure. So not very much. हमारे हाथ में बस इतना है कि हम लोग vaccinated, पहले वैक्सीनेशन ले, उसके बाद मास्क लगाएं, हाथों को सैनिटाइज करें, बस यही अपने हाथ में, और तो कुछ नहीं है. So well said. Sorry,
Social
say again?
distancing रखना चाहिए. Social distancing.
Yes, absolutely true. Social distancing का भी पालन करें. तो मेरी यही दुआ होगी और उम्मीद होगी सभी व्यूअर्स से कि प्लीज एचआर लीडर्स एफएम सभी की बातें सुने, उनके प्रोसीजर्स को प्लीज फॉलो करें और अपने आप को सुरक्षित रहने में सबका योगदान है. सब एक साथ है. Absolutely amazing, Roogi. Lovely talking to you. Okay, let's go forward. What do you think going to be a parameter, like you said about the working woman, right? तो आपको क्या लगता है जब हम लोग घर से काम कर रहे हैं, यूजुअली जब हम ऑफिस से काम करते हैं तो हमारे पास एक सेट ऑफ आवर्स होते थे, लाइक 8 घंटे कर लिया, 10 घंटे कर लिया, एंड बैक टू होम, एंड we tend to have spend a lot of time at home with our books, with our hobbies, or with our mom and dad, or maybe kids. But आज के टाइम में सब कुछ ऐसा हो गया है, right? So अभी हम कैसे मैनेज कर रहे हैं? Over to you, Roogi. And what are the tips to manage really well and make ourselves more productive? Over to you, Roogi.
Sure. All right, this is a brilliant question. It's like spotlighting every women, right, who are professional. And of course, even the homemakers, they are like probably frustrated with their spouse working from home equally, because, you know, they might be seeing their spouses glued to the laptop. They're seeing their kids glued to the laptop again. However, as a working women, I think what we go through is predominantly how do I balance things? You know, when you're at work, there are set 9 hours, potentially 10 hours, and then you have about an hour or two to travel, and then you're back to home. So which you're mentally, physically back to home. But now that you're working from home, and you know, you kind of mentioned it's all like overlapping, right? So it's like, okay, I take morning breakfast during my call, and then I'm like, okay, my maid's not come. What next? What's happening in the kitchen? Who's going to help? And then you're trying to ask that extra help if you're bold enough to ask that extra help. Otherwise, you get into kitchen yourself and trying to cook for yourself and the rest of the family. And then again, you get back in front of the system. So actually, there is no set agenda through the day, which otherwise probably was set right when you were working from office. Unlike there are probably some of the blessed ones who have like a live-in maid or their parents or the in-laws fully supporting. So pardon me if guys are enjoying working from home thoroughly. I don't mean to demean the policy or anything. I'm just trying to express as whatever it is for most whoever I hear of, right? So that's been a roller coaster ride. So a couple of tips I would say is it's okay for you to put in some of the timings during the day in your calendar for your own self time, even if that though like lunch break, right? The dedicated lunch break, dedicated evening 1 hour for a walk, you know, before your evening calls, because a lot of us work with our colleagues since we work in global companies. We have to interact with our folks outside of India, and the time zones are completely different. So you kind of block those 1 hour, 15 minutes break just so that you step out of the home office, cuddle yourself, cuddle your little ones and your pets at home, and then get back to your desk to make yourself fresh. That is one of the modest tip I would tell for everybody, irrespective of the gender. For women, additional point is it's okay to ask for help. We shy away asking for help. ठीक है, आजकल Zomato है, Swiggy है, order करके खा जाओ. It's okay. It's not necessary that you have to please everybody by your cooking style and feeding what everybody likes. That's the additional tip for women who are working.
Okay. We are not evangelizing Zomato here, but still, you don't want to cook, go out, and there are a lot of apps, and hit the book button, and just enjoy your meal. Enjoy your meal. Perfect, Roogi. Lovely. All right, going forward, एक sentence में अगर आप हमारे सारे दर्शकों को बता पाएं कि हम लोग ये टाइम भी निकल जाएगा, हम लोगों ने 1.5 महीना काटा है, ये समय भी टल जाएगा, तो ऐसा कुछ इंस्पिरेशन या मोटिवेशन लाइन टू ऑल आवर ऑडियंस. ओवर टू यू, रूगी.
All right, so I just want to say, stick on the ground, hold your feet tight. We're all here to stay together. We're able to make it for ourselves, for people around us. It is just some time, for some more time potentially, and we will get through it. All I would say is stick on the ground, do what you're doing, stay positive, help each other. That's the only thing we can do. I know when gone are the days when somebody was ill, we used to visit them, and you kind of want to visit in person and try to see what you can take for them, what they love, versus now you're absolutely scared to visit anybody who's not doing well. So it's okay to do virtually, because virtual world it is. We are all connecting virtually, and we're still able to make those interactions and conversations, continue to help each other, continue to stay warm for people who need you around you, and stick on your feet, strong. So then we will get through this phase soon.
Very well said, Roogi. आपने हमें अच्छे तरीके से बताया कि be grounded, be where you are, help others, and always never miss booking food from outside. So that's important. So always do. If man nahi kar raha hai, to please pamper yourself. That's the mantra of your own lovely life. I would say. Wonderful said, Roogi. ये सारी learnings हम सब के लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण था. Thank you so much, Roogi, for your valuable time. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely had fun talking to you, Diksha. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much, Roogi. Lovely. A lot of bless to you, and take care. Keep smiling. Thank you.
Good day. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.